Hey everyone! Welcome back to Nervous Novels. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you're all having a swell day. So, I do apologize, I am a bit sick, and I have been for the past couple of days, so do bear with my nasally kind of voice right now. To get down to it, today I'm going to do a little review discussion about The Secret Diary of Anne Boleyn by Robin Maxwell, published by Touchstone. This novel is about a newly crowned Elizabeth I of England, who is in an uncertain rut when it comes to her kingdom and her own life concerning her lover Robert Dudley, who she cannot marry because not only is he beneath her in rank, but he's already married. So I mean, geez, that's a bit of a damper on any relationship. But anyways, in this time of need, an old woman approaches Elizabeth bearing the secret diary of her late mother, Anne Boleyn, who was the husband of her father, Henry VIII. Was the husband? She was the second wife. I am sorry. But, moving on. She gets this diary about this woman, her mother, whom Elizabeth has been taught all her life not to think of, and to think of her, when she does think of her, as this harlot, this usurper of the English crown of the Queen. However, despite all that she's been taught about her mother, she reads through the diary chronicling the events of her mother's legendary rise and tragic fall. She discovers more about the mother that she never knew, and about herself, and about what she wants to do with her own life and her own kingdom. So it is quite an interesting story, and it does follow both Elizabeth's narrative in what is the present, even though it is like 1500s, and it shows Anne's diary entries, so it's read from both of those kind of points of view. It's like we're kind of reading the diary along with Elizabeth. So this novel was published in 1997, and it kind of started a bit of a Tudor craze, and this book is kind of like the mother of all these, like the other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. Its popularity could probably give thanks to the other The Secret Diary of Anne Boleyn, and so on. So this book is kind of like an Anne Boleyn Bible or something. I'm not sure, but pretty old book, very famous, very popular, and it is a good book. It is famous with reason. It is a short read. It is only about 250 pages. It is not the fastest read, it is not the most action-packed read, because it does have a lot of political talk in it, being as they're separating from the Roman Catholic Church, they're in an argument with the Pope, the differences between Spain and France and England, and all these different fights going on. So it isn't like the fastest, most quick, thrilling read you'll ever know, but it is a good, interesting read, especially if you're interested in history and in learning more about Anne Boleyn, because as far as I can tell, this is almost completely historically accurate, except for the obvious things that we cannot know, such as Anne's feelings about things. There is no actual diary of Anne Boleyn, so those things are obviously made up, but the actual events that happen are all almost completely accurate. And they all actually did happen, which is one of the things that makes this novel so cool, is because reading this, you know it actually happened 500-600 years ago. This all actually went down in England. So it is a good read if you are a veteran of historical novels, or if you want to just get started with historical novels. This is a good one to start with, as it is short and it teaches a lot as well as entertains, so you do get kind of an Anne Boleyn education and an Elizabeth education, really. I learned a lot about Elizabeth that I didn't know before from this book. You do get a sense of who Elizabeth is, who Anne is, and everyone else around them, and it also connects them in a good way that I don't think they had ever been connected before, since Anne died so suddenly when Elizabeth was small, and so Elizabeth was raised to dislike her mother. So this is a good take on that, kind of mending that relationship between them, and Anne, kind of the ghost of Anne through her diary, giving her daughter advice on how to live her own life. So it is almost, when you think of it like that, it is a pretty touching story as well, as interesting and groundbreaking and educational. I was kind of stuck between giving it 3.5 and 4 out of 5 stars, but I think I will go with 4 out of 5. Just because it was so accurate, it was so interestingly done, they fleshed out the characters very well, and because it didn't drag everything on, it was short and sweet, and though it was a bit dry at times with the political talk, it was still very interesting and an honest kind of picture of who all these people were. So if you do enjoy the historical aspect of things, if you do enjoy the Tudors, if you don't yet know if you enjoy the Tudors or the historical aspect of things, do pick up this book. You probably will be able to find it in any bookstore, as it used to be so famous, so do go ahead. 4 out of 5 stars. About an excellent, riveting time in English history. There's my phone. So yes, in conclusion, Secret Diary of Anne Boleyn by Robin Maxwell, published by Touchstone in 1997. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, a good read for veterans of historical novels or beginners, and it is around 250 pages. Oh, it's actually 280 pages. A bit dry at parts, but mostly completely interesting. So, do let me know what you think of this novel in the comments, and your opinions on the other Boleyn girl if you have any of those. And thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to have a new video up soon, and hopefully I won't still be sick. So thanks for watching, bye!